Everybody, Dr. Jaime here, and you are about to listen to the Dr. Jaime Show audio experience. I hope you enjoy the tips and advice in this segment. Hey everyone, Dr. Jaime here with the Dr. Jaime Show audio experience, and today I have with me Julia Wojnar, founder of Unleash Your Presence, unleashyourpresence.com, where she helps 6- and 7-figure entrepreneurs become an authority in their industry by helping them to rock their speaking engagements. And today, she is going to share with us the top 5 ways to deliver a powerful speech. Julia, welcome to the Dr. Jaime Show.
Thank you so much for having me. I'm pleased to be here.
Yeah, excellent. So you are going to give us an awesome rundown of the top 5 ways that we can deliver a powerful speech. What is the first way that we can deliver a powerful speech?
Yeah, so the first thing that I tell all of my clients to do is to figure out what I call their one big idea. And this is really the central idea that your whole talk and your whole message revolves around. I see that a typical problem that a lot of people have is they have so many ideas that they often wind up confusing their audience, or their message gets lost in the course of what they're saying. So I say to really get clear on that one big idea, and then everything will revolve around that.
That is a great tip. Yeah, I can only imagine if you go in with, it's the same thing like when I even set goals with clients. When we go in and we've got 15 different goals, oh my goodness, we're all over the place. But when we have a couple very, tight, strong, specific goals, we can achieve them. And it's speaking, it sounds like we need one big idea. I love that.
Absolutely.
What's your second tip?
Number 2. Yeah. My top 5 ways, I say number 2 is to create what I like to call your story toolbox. And once you've got that big idea in place, your story toolbox is almost like a collection of different stories. They could be personal stories of yours or examples from clients you've worked with. And they're really stories that bring to light what your big idea is. So if you have keeping track of those stories as you are working with different folks or as you have different experiences, just keep that in a file somewhere, and then you can find that when you're speaking about your big idea, you'll find different examples from that story toolbox that really align and exemplify that big idea.
I love that, and I have one that I always share about a woman who ended up living out her dream after reading my book, and she bought a horse and she went to Kenya. I mean, it's an amazing story, and it really hooks people in. And I would say, listeners out there that are thinking, oh my God, I haven't saved any stories, and I have a presentation coming up. What am I going to do? One tip that I would share with you is check some of your reviews. If you have Google reviews or business reviews or people that commented and said that they loved your work, look at those, because from there you might find a story. Oh, yeah, I remember that person. Oh, yeah, wow, that I did that for somebody. Holy cow. And so sort of check those reviews if you don't have a story, you haven't, kept track of your stories and pull something. So that's a great second way to deliver a powerful speech, Julia. What about number 3?
Yes, so number 3, along with that, is I talk about the importance of your speaker's mindset. And I know something that a lot of folks struggle with is how to control their nerves when they're going to speak in front of a group of people. Mm-hmm. And so the tip that I have there for helping them get into the right mindset is to really focus on your audience and the message that you're there to share with them. And I find that a lot of the nerves that people feel is really self-consciousness about how they look or maybe how they sound when they're presenting. But when you're really focused externally on the people that you're there to serve, then the attention comes off of you. And so by taking that attention off of ourselves, we can focus on delivering the message to the best of our ability to that audience.
I love it. I think the mindset is so powerful. And, listeners, one tip that I would share with you is talk talk on a topic that you're confident about. Julia's talking about nerves and being nervous, and it's nerve-wracking just going up to speak in front of people, even if you're strong in the content that you're delivering. But if you don't fully know, let's say you don't have your one big idea, or you are talking on a topic you have very limited knowledge on, that's really, really going to increase your nerves. So I never speak, even if it means missing out on money, and an opportunity about something I don't know too much about. I'm great at what I do, and I stick to that, and that's why I succeed. Julia, if somebody asked me, Jaime, can you deliver a speech on physics? I would throw up. There is no way. So everyone out there that is looking to the Dr. Jaime Ram to deliver a speech on physics, I'm sorry, I can't do it. Work-life balance, yes, but physics, no. So make sure you know the content that you're talking about, that you're really educated in it. Okay, Julia, what's the number 4 way to deliver a powerful speech?
Yes, the number 4 way is also going off of what we were just discussing about controlling your nerves, which is something that I know a lot of folks struggle with public speaking. And my approach to that is actually a little bit different than you typically hear, which is when you're feeling nervous, a lot of that nervous energy is really the adrenaline that's going through your body in preparation for all of the energy that's coming towards you when you're one person standing in front of a whole group. And what I tell people is that adrenaline is actually very closely aligned to the feeling of excitement. So I say, rather than trying to be really calm, embrace that adrenaline. And I love to, before I go to speak, actually really get into my body and maybe jump around a little bit or do some kind of physical activity to really get me into my body. And I actually have a more in-depth video about this on my website, which folks can check out if they want to see some different exercises that help you embrace that adrenaline so that you can actually deliver more powerfully.
And they could go to unleashyourpresence.com to find those videos?
Absolutely, yep.
Okay, excellent. Yeah, Julie, I tend to listen to music. So, like, if I'm driving to a presentation, I'm, like, cranking the music, and I'm singing along, and I'm acting like nobody can see me in my car, but everyone thinks I'm crazy because they can see me. And I'm, like, singing Mariah Carey. It's so fun and crazy. And then when I start my presentation, I get the crowd involved, and I turn on Girls Just Want to Have Fun when it's a women's seminar, and I have them all stand up. And at first they're like, no, I'm not going to do this. But then it's like when you sing and Girls Just Want to Have Fun, I mean, they're high-fiving, they're like jumping up and down by the end of the song. So music is one really powerful way to get me motivated. Okay, Julia, what is the 5th way and final way to deliver a powerful speech?
Yeah, so my final tip here is going back to the old idea of practice makes perfect. And this is where I tell people to really focus on rehearsing your talk before the big day, so to speak. And I do this as a professional speaker, and I know colleagues of mine in the industry as well who do the same thing. And I think that's what really separates people from being able to, maybe give an okay talk to really impacting their audience, because ultimately a professional, is able to really craft their message and deliver it in a way where it can make the maximum impact. So even if you're already a skilled speaker, don't deny the power that rehearsal has to really take you to the next level and deliver to the best of your ability on that big day.
I couldn't agree more with that. So I have this one particular presentation I do on work-life balance, Julia, and I've done it, it feels like 100 times over. But in fact, I'm doing it this Thursday. I'm doing it tomorrow. And I still rehearse it every time, because whether you have a month in between your presentation or a year in between your presentation, you forget, oh yeah, that's the next slide. Oh yeah, I can't forget that. Oh yeah, I wanted to say that. To have it fresh in your mind is so important. So rehearsing, I think, is absolutely one of the key ways to deliver a powerful speech. Julia, thank you for joining us on the Dr. Jaime Show today.
Thank you so much. It was a pleasure.
Yeah, everyone, you are listening to the Dr. Jaime Show audio experience with Julia Wojnar, founder of Unleash Your Presence, unleashyourpresence.com. Do me a favor, go to YouTube, iTunes, Google Play, and rate and review the Dr. Jaime Show. I know you already subscribed. That's right. So make sure you subscribe and then review. And feel free to comment below with your biggest takeaway from this particular episode. Have a great day, and in everything you do, present powerfully.
Thank you so much for listening to the Dr. Jaime Show audio experience. I really hope that you enjoyed the tips and advice given on today's segment. Do me a favor and go to iTunes and my YouTube, and please subscribe to that channel. Every subscribe, every like, every follow helps the Dr. Jaime Show grow so that we can bring you the best guest and the best content possible. And of course, as always, if you have any feedback, feel free to leave that as well. Talk to you soon.